Hey, 3 weeks ago, I was bloated, crashing every afternoon at 3 o'clock and carrying belly fat that would not move no matter what I did, guys. So I did the one thing I tell people not to do. I bought a detox. That's right. I bought this cleanse. It was actually 3 products and $180 later. And some of it actually worked, and that's the problem because it wasn't the detox. Now, stay with me and I'll show you exactly what caused all three of those symptoms and the one number that tells you whether your body is actually getting healthier or just feeling better for a week. Now, I've spent 30 years in preventative health. I worked alongside Dr. Kenneth Cooper at the Cooper Clinic, and I know better. And I still bought it because I felt bad and the bottle promised to fix it, right? We always see that kind of stuff on those claims. So let me save you the $180 and tell you the truth about the word detox. Your liver and kidneys and your gut already remove waste from your body every second of every day for free. There's no study or trial, nothing showing that a cleanse or a supplement pulls extra toxins out of you or melts body fat. The toxin story is the product. It's the thing you're actually paying for. But here's what's interesting. I did feel better, and figuring out why is the whole point I did this video. So let's take my 3 symptoms one at a time because each one got better for a reason that had nothing to do with the detox or the toxins in my system. Number 1, the bloating. It eased up actually around day 4. Why? Because the second I started the cleanse, I stopped eating processed and junk foods. I doubled my water and that was it. That's the whole mechanism. Nothing got flushed. I just ate like an adult for like 4 days. So one honest thing, if your bloating is constant and it doesn't track with like what you eat, then that's worth a real look from a real doctor. That's not a cleanse problem. That's my labs are normal, but I don't feel normal problem. And I make this whole video about that. So don't paper over it with a detox tea. Please don't do that. Number 2, the 3 p.m. crash. Energy is a fuel and fitness problem. This is not a toxin problem. The cleanse cut out my worst eating window of the day, the mindless afternoon grazing, and my blood sugar stopped roller coasting. That's the crash gone, not magic, just a schedule. Number 3, the stubborn belly fat. Here's the one that actually taught me something. I didn't starve myself, and I didn't count a single calorie. What I did change was the type of food going in. I swapped that fast blood sugar spiking carbs like the honey and the afternoon fruit. I was grabbing for a quick hit for a slower polyphenol rich foods like berries. And I added green tea. I pushed my overall polyphenols way up. So I had better fuel, not less fuel. And the belly fat that wouldn't move started to actually move. So you see the pattern here, right? The detox smuggled in the real behavior change. Better food, more water, a swap from fast carbs to slower polyphenol rich ones. And then, handed me a bill and took all the credit. So if the bottle didn't do it, how do you actually know whether your body is getting healthier, not just like lighter for a week, right? There's actually one number, and it's called your VO2 max. It's the amount of oxygen your body can actually use when you push it. And it's the single best predictor that we have of how long you're going to stay healthy and actually feel like yourself. And I'm not guessing at that. At the Cooper Clinic, we watched this one number predict across 40 years of data. Who stayed well and really who didn't. Not weight, not the number on a detox label. And here's the kicker. The watch on your wrist already measures it right now. You've probably never really even looked at it. Nobody has ever shown you the slope, whether that number is drifting down year after year or whether you're bending the curve back up. So here's the one thing to do this week. Forget the cleanse. This is the input that actually moves the number. 4 easy walks or easy bike rides this week. Easy enough that you can still hold a conversation. 20 to 30 minutes, then One of them, add 4 minutes where you really push hard, like very hard, right? That's it. That's the whole prescription. Easy volume, one hard finish. Do that consistently, and in 6 weeks, your VO2 max moves. And unlike the detox, that change is actually real. It's measurable, and it doesn't reset the moment you stop. That's the difference between feeling better for a week and actually being healthier. One comes in a bottle, and the other one you can measure. All right. So now I just gave you like a general starting point. 4 easy sessions, one hard finish, swap the fast carbs for polyphenols. That works for most people, but most people really isn't you. The right amount of hard, the right carbs for your blood sugar, and how hard to push given where your numbers actually are. That depends on your data, and that's exactly the problem we built iTHRIVE to solve. So here's what iTHRIVE actually does. You bring your data, you bring your labs, your VO2 max, what your wearables already track. We take that information and turn it into a specific personalized plan, the exact exercise prescription, the exact meal plan built around your numbers, not a generic cleanse, not eat clean and exercise more. Your foods, your portions, your training match to what your own data says your body needs. We really take the guesswork out of it, and your doctor stays in the loop the whole way if you want it that way. That's the whole idea. You've had all this data and no plan. Well, we are the plan. So start here. I built a free tool that takes the VO2 max number already on your watch and shows you exactly where you land for your age and your slope. That's the first link in the description. So there's no charge, and it's the front door to everything I just described. So two more quick things. Drop your VO2 max in the comments, just the number. I read all of them, and I want to see where this channel actually stands. And if you want the exact 6-week retest protocol, I break the whole thing down on Substack this week. Second link down. I'm Greg Rainbolt. Stop buying the story, start measuring the thing that matters, and let us build the plan around it. I'll see you next week.